$3,129,297, the amount of income earned by Gumroad digital entrepreneurs last week. This video is a complete tutorial on how to set up Gumroad so you can get started and tap into some of that income earned here on Gumroad for yourself with your own products starting this week, or actually starting today. So the first thing you need to know about Gumroad is it's free. It's free to get started, but they do charge a 10% flat fee if you choose to use their platform, meaning you're going to sell products. What can you sell on Gumroad? Digital products, physical products, memberships, basically anything. How do you get paid? Gumroad's goal is to help creators make a living doing what they love. They can pay you directly to your bank account, or you can connect up with PayPal and or Stripe. Again, what are the fees? A flat 10% fee, but you have to understand if you use PayPal or Stripe, which we'll get into in a second, you have to pay those additional fees. And yes, you can create memberships and sell those from here on Gumroad. Basically what that means is you can set up Gumroad to charge a recurring membership fee or a subscription. So again, the Gumroad fees, a flat 10% unless you are going to process your own purchases through Stripe and PayPal. Then you have to pay PayPal fees. If you use PayPal, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents per successful charge for domestic cards. That was for Stripe. For PayPal, it is the fee schedule that you see here. So make sure that you understand what you're getting into with PayPal and or Stripe if you're going to be using those on your own. Now understand you can get paid directly by Gumroad, meaning you can let Gumroad handle all of the payment processing and they'll take care of everything to include paying you out to your bank account. Understand that you need to be part of one of these countries here. It says direct bank payouts are only available for creators who live in the following countries. Residents of these countries can opt out of bank payouts. So check out this list. I'll leave a link in the description. But understand if you want to use Stripe and PayPal, one of the things that you're doing there is you are using your account at Stripe, your account at PayPal, and then you are taking over. If you have anything like disputes or chargebacks, you're taking over that process. Simple payout schedule over at Gumroad. To receive a payout, you must have a balance of $10 US. They pay out every Friday. So now let's jump into actually setting up your Gumroad shop. Now, let's say we have a Google Doc here. 3 simple steps to create an offer and sell it on Gumroad. And we want to sell this on Gumroad. This is the digital product that we want to sell. It's a little meta, but follow along with me. What we're going to do is we're going to create this document and we're going to sell these 3 simple steps. We're simply going to come here and we're going to download this as a PDF. And then when we have that PDF, we're going to sell that PDF over on our Gumroad shop. We're going to set this up as a product. So first things first, head over to Gumroad, link in the description, and then you can log in with Facebook, Google, X, or Stripe, or you can put in your email address. Pick one of these methods and set up your account and log in. One quick question before we move on, it always comes up, and it's sales tax. Sales tax on digital products, sales tax per state, sales tax in your country. Just like Gumroad says here, this article, and just like this article, this video is not legal advice, nor is it tax advice. We recommend that you speak to your tax advisor with any questions or concern about tax reporting. But it does break down, and I'll leave a link in the description, in the USA, in the EU or the UK, in Canada, Australia, in India, and anywhere else. It says here they don't, or anywhere else they don't calculate or remit sales tax, but this information is here for you. They do have links for each one of these countries, each one of these instances, especially like US sales tax per state. So check that out, link in the description. You can check that out after you set up your Gumroad account and make sure that you understand that yes, they do have information on this, but just like this video, I'm not going to tell you any more than what they're giving you because that is something that you need to figure out for yourself. Now, what's going to happen is when you log in, you're going to set up your Gumroad shop, and your Gumroad shop is going to look like this. This is my Gumroad shop, 30minutemarketing.gumroad.com. Link in the description. Simplify online earning. I added a little information here about what my products do. Scroll down, you can see the products that are for sale. Also have the ability to let people subscribe to my newsletter and receive email updates, all from right here inside of Gumroad. So Gumroad gives you that all-in-one platform where you can sell your products, you can build a newsletter, and you can see down here, this is my newsletter and or blog. You can build all this out, and we'll walk through all of this here in a second. Of course, after we log on. Once you log on, this is what it's going to look like. Once you get your product set up, you're going to see your number of sales, your total revenue. First things first, you're going to go to products. You're going to click products, and then you're going to see here that you have all your products. To set up a new product, you're simply going to select new product. Then here, you're going to enter the name of your product. You're going to set it up as a digital product, any set of files to download or stream. You have a course or tutorial, set up lessons. You can sell an ebook, kind of like what we're going to do with the PDF that we created. This PDF right here that we created in Google Docs, 3 simple steps to create an offer and sell it on Gumroad. We are simply just going to copy that, and that's going to become the name of our product. 3 simple steps to create an offer and sell it on Gumroad. It's going to be an ebook, and we're going to charge $3. Of course, this price can be set in all these different currencies. If your currency's not here, then you need to pick one that you can do business in. Again, they have memberships, they have physical goods, and in bundles, this is where once you get 1 or 2, 3 products set up, you can bundle them together and sell them as a bundle or as a special deal. Next, all you need to do is click customize or click the next button to customize your offer or your product. And here, all you're doing is you are adding a little information, a description. This is where you put in sales copy. So you need essentially to tell people about the features and the benefits of your product. So you say something like, here's what I got for you, a PDF that gives you 3 simple steps to sell on Gumroad. Here's what it'll do for you. Allow you to make money online selling your own product and avoid the frustration of trying to figure it all out by yourself. Also, you can see as I'm updating over here, you can see over here in the right-hand corner, it is adding all that information in there. Essentially, it's building the sales page that people are going to see when they buy your product. Down here, you can customize the URL. So for example, I could say 3 simple steps to sell on Gumroad. Here you can add a custom domain if you want to, but we're just going to focus on using Gumroad and the Gumroad domain to keep things super simple. Here you need a cover. Make sure you understand the pixel dimensions here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to upload images or videos. We're going to add a cover in real quick. You can either link to an external link or you can upload from your computer files. Here I created a sample Gumroad cover. I created this over at Canva. Again, I just followed the dimensions that it gave me. And you can see it's going to upload that cover. And when it does, it's going to add it over here to the preview. And there you go, a simple cover. A simple cover, of course, make this a cover that matches your product. This is just for a demonstration. So you can see the preview over here and the finished product. And then the thumbnail, again, make sure that you understand what the thumbnail is. The thumbnail is going to be on the product page. So if you're looking at my product page, this is where the thumbnails. It is a representation of your product, just like you'd see on any digital platform. A small image that you can upload here to represent your product. Again, we're going to upload that, and I have created a thumbnail, 600 by 600. And you can see now it's going to say sell on Gumroad. Then you come down and you put in your product info. I want this, buy this, pay. You can choose from any one of these 3. A summary here is what you'll get. So then you put in the information about what you get. Of course, you're writing copy here. You want to make that interesting. It goes over here on the right-hand side. Again, you can see that the preview is updating as we move along. And you can also click here to add details. Here you can set an attribute and you can set a value. So number of pages, you could say it's 3 pages. Maybe you include a checklist and you can set the value of the checklist 1, or maybe you have 2 checklists and you can just set those attributes of the product. So, identify those as you move through here. And you can also, if you don't want any, you can delete that and then those details won't show up. You can invite your customers to join a Circle community, a Discord server. Here we selected the price. You also have the ability here to allow the customers to pay whatever they want. You can set a minimum amount. So the minimum amount, I don't think you can set it at 0. Actually, yeah, you can say 0 here. Then you could say, well, I suggest you pay $3. So here you can basically, or essentially, you can give the product away for free to generate leads. Effectively giving away a free product, maybe pull a chapter out of this book, give it away for free as a lead magnet to let people know, hey, this is the product, this is the quality. And then inside of that product, you would lead them back here to your Gumroad shop. Here you can offer up different versions. So for example, if you wanted to add a PLR version, you could say, okay, this is going to give you the license to make this your own product and sell. You can see it's being updated over here. It has the ability here, you can let people buy these different versions. So instead of them buying the basic version or just the plain or original version, what you can do is you can tack on these additional amounts. So you can say if you want to buy that, it'll be $19. You can only buy one. You can also add more versions. So for example, maybe you have a video version of the product. Here, maybe you'll add a video format and you'll say, okay, here you'll get access to this information in video format. Here you would say, this is $15, quantity of one. And you can see that's all being added over into the preview. Of course, if you don't have these different versions, you would need to create those different versions and upload those different versions, but understand that that is available. You can also limit product sales. You can allow customers to choose a quantity. You can publicly show the number of sales on your product page. And again, all this information is updated over here. You can mark product as e-publication for VAT purchases or purposes. Again, click here to learn more, understand what all this information here is. You can specify a refund policy. And this is important when you're selling products online to make sure that, look, here's my policy. Either I have no refund or I have a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day refund. This just helps with chargebacks. It also proves to people, or it shows people that you are backing your product, and it proves to the credit card companies that, yes, you did have this policy on there. So they were notified if you have no policy or if you have a 15-day policy or a 7-day or a 30-day policy. So make sure you specify that. And at that point, you've created your sales page and you've set up your product to get ready to sell, and you click save and continue. And you can see here it errored out and it said title for the refund policy. So we'll just say refund policy to make sure that we have that there. And then we can click save and continue. So if you missed any steps in setting that up, it'll let you know. Here's where you're actually going to deliver your product. So in this case, you're going to set this up. You could also say, thanks for your purchase. Thanks for your purchase. Click the link below to download your PDF. And then here you can add a link, or you can upload your PDF, and you can go ahead and you can say, okay, I'm going to upload that PDF. Here's the PDF that we created. It's going to insert that here, and it's going to say, thanks for your purchase. Click the link below to download your PDF. And of course, you could highlight this and you could bold that. You can also change the text, so you can make that a large heading or make all the text a large heading like that. There's other features here. It's basically just a simplified editor, but this is how people are going to get their product once they make their purchase. Over here, we added different versions. So make sure that you are editing the PLR version or the video version, or you can use the same content for all versions. That kind of defeats the purpose, but the possibility or the idea is there, and you have this idea right here to select them to download it. Or if you don't want to, say you messed up, you can go back to your product. Say you're like, well, I was a little confused about those versions. Let me go ahead and just remove these versions. It's saying right here, if you delete this version, it's associated with content, or the associated content will be removed. Your existing customers who purchased it will see the content from the current cheapest version as a fallback. If no versions exist, they will see the product level content. So we're going to go ahead and remove those. I typically don't mess around with versions here. If I have an upsell, I just make it a new product and I make it an upsell. But you go ahead and you save and continue. And then when you go back, that is going to go away, so there's no confusion. You are just selling the one simple PDF product, and then you're just going to say publish and continue. Then at that point, it is published. Now you can click here to preview that, and this is what it's going to look like on your Gumroad store. Here is the header. Here was a name your fair price. Basically, we're giving this away for free. Nobody has downloaded it. Here was the refund policy. We actually didn't add any text, but you can see we added some extra information here, a 3-page PDF that will help you sell on Gumroad. And you can see the size of the PDF, so people know exactly what they're getting when they select, I want this. Of course, if they select, I want it, they need to name a fair price. I think they can put in a 0 and then say, I want this, because essentially you're giving this product away for free. And here they'll be able to check out and they would get access. Also, you can see here that Gumroad is doing a little selling or adding a little bump here saying, hey, check this out. Customers who bought this item also bought this. So it gives them a chance to add this additional or add these additional products to their cart so you can make a little more money. Of course, if you go back to my 30-minute marketing.gumroad store, again, there's a link in the description. I'm going to scroll down. You're going to see that product has been published on my Gumroad store. It is for sale. Of course, I'm going to go back and delete that product because I don't want to actually sell that. I'm going to say unpublish. You don't have to actually delete it. You can unpublish it. Then when you go back under your products, you'll see here I have a list of products. This product is unpublished. These other products are published and for sale. So then it gives you a chance to go back and edit that. And of course, if you want to, you just click on it and you go back in and you are editing it. Now, one thing I also want to show you here was the emails. You can actually send emails. These also become posts. So if you want to select a new email, you can send it to your audience. You can send it to followers. You can send it to customers. And if you build affiliates, which is a good idea, you get affiliates on here. They promote your product, and then you can keep them abreast of information like, hey, I got a new product, or maybe I'm having a sale, and you can email that out to your affiliates. You can also post this to your profile. This post will be visible to your logged in affiliates only, or this one is going to only be available to your customers. If you want it to be a public blog post, it will be emailed to your list of customers, everyone that follows you, your customers, your followers, and your affiliates, and it'll also be published as a public blog post. And then you can set a time after or before this is going to be published, and then you can allow or disallow comments. And then here you can preview the post or preview the email. Really what you're doing here under new email is you're sending out an email to all your followers, all your contacts, or you're also creating a post. To publish that, you come over here and you can publish it, or you can schedule that. When you have that, you go back to emails. You'll see your publish, your schedule, your draft, as well as you can click here and see the subscribers that you have, the people that have subscribed to your Gumroad newsletter. Down here, you have workflows. These are automations. Basically, those emails that you're going to set up here, you can set up new workflows, or these workflows, when you set up a new one, you can say, trigger this when someone makes a purchase, and then you can follow up with them. You can send them emails about their purchase. If someone subscribes to your email list, if a member cancels, they also have new affiliates, so you can welcome on or onboard your affiliates to all your products and your commission structures, all that information. And then, of course, they have an abandoned cart feature. When someone lands and they enter their email address and they were looking, but they didn't actually buy, they left and went away, this is an abandoned cart feature, so you can get them back to continue that purchase. You also have some cool analytics here that talk about your sales, the views, and you can see all the totals. You can change that up here, and you can select your different products. You can also select here and change the date. And then you come down here and you can see some statistics about conversion and the source where that information came from, as well as the countries it came from. So that information is really good as well. One other thing that I want to mention before we wrap this up is the Discover. This idea, or the Discover, Gumroad Discover, is their marketplace. You can set your products up and you can participate, or you can have your products and tag them by the category so people can come here and they can find your products if they're actually actively shopping on Gumroad. It's a way to get a little bit of traffic possibly, or make some sales if people land here on Gumroad and they know about Gumroad already and they're exploring products and they're looking for something specifically. Also, it's good. You can get your product up here. You can tag your products by categories and appropriately for affiliates to find them as well if they're looking for a good product to promote. And that is the Gumroad Discover Store. Essentially, it is the Gumroad shop. It's the marketplace. It's like going to Amazon.com. One other thing, we'll come down and we'll take a look at settings. Here you set up your profile. Here you have your email address. Here you have notifications. You can be notified for all these different things via email as well as mobile. Down here is your support email address. You want this to be a real email address so people can contact you if they have problems. Here you can set your language, your time zone, your dollars, or sell in. Again, here are all the different currencies. And you can enable purchasing power parity. This is basically where, depending on the country that the person is coming from, you can adjust prices. You can check that out and do that if you want to. Also, about the sales tax that we talked about earlier, you can apply state sales tax. Here you have a list of states if you're in the U.S. If you want to get in all that, again, remember, be sure to check out the information from Gumroad. And like I said, I'm not giving you any advice. They're not giving you advice about making sure that you pay your taxes. So do your due diligence on that. Down here, you have affiliates and profile. Here, if you and you should want to build out affiliates, what you can do is you can click here and you can see all your affiliate information. You can also click here and you can edit. And you can edit all of the information here, and you can set up different commission structures for different affiliates. So if you have an affiliate that is selling more for you, maybe you want to increase their commissions to help them out so they can help you out. And all that information is here, to include the affiliate sign-up form. This is your link for affiliates. So essentially 30minutemarketing.gumroad.com/affiliates. Any affiliate that wants to sign up to my Gumroad store and support or promote any of my products, they can go to that link. And then here you can see the affiliate products and their basic structure or their basic commission structure. You can set those manually or specifically for each product versus what they have by default here inside of Gumroad. This page is going to show you your payouts. Of course, you get paid out every Friday. And then once you get your product set up, just like you saw how simple it is, once you create a product and you get it set up, you'll get paid every Friday if you utilize the Gumroad payouts or the direct deposit to your bank account. Again, you can use PayPal and Stripe. Check out all the features over at Gumroad. Also, check out my Gumroad shop. All the links about everything I talked about in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. See you in the next one. Bye.